We're pretty good. I like the enthusiasm, which I'm sure every coach in America, the first couple of practices have a lot of enthusiasm, but I think we got great weather. The guys were anxious to get out there, and there was pretty good retention from what we ended up the season with from the returning players. So I thought it was a pretty good day.
Can you compare last year to this year, just for the freshness and the newness?
Well, just from obviously from a familiarity standpoint, it's night and day. I mean, I remember the first practice last year. When we got to halfway through with the popsicles and all that, they couldn't even walk to the popsicles. So today I mean, we're not in shape right now, but I mean, they understand the routine, and there was a lot less stress and effort than there was at this time a year ago.
What are the major things that you watch on day one, and what do you really want to see in the first 2 hours?
Well, it's really more, obviously some coaches don't think you coach effort, it should be assumed, but I think we're always coaching effort, and then certainly fundamentals. I mean, guys are going to make mental mistakes, but we're really so simple in the spring. We shouldn't have a lot of mental mistakes. But for me, it's more, fundamentally, are they doing the right things fundamentally, and then, effort-wise, are they doing it on every snap?
It was there today. The effort you felt like.
It's pretty good. I mean, compared to a year ago, it's night and day, just because they understand how we do it. And our practices, I mean, y'all are out here. I mean, it's not long, but it's usually pretty intense, and we think we can get more done in an hour and 15 minutes than a lot of teams do in 2.5 hours. So we move pretty quickly, but it does gas them. And our guys they're not going to be in game shape until August. So I take that into consideration. But when they're out there, we expect full speed effort. And for the most part, I think we got that.
You know what you have, but there's not a lot of people available because of the injuries.
Yeah, this may be the most I've ever gone into spring with the number of guys that have had off-season surgery. And it's a little concerning because you want them to work on fundamentals, and there's going to be a dozen guys that are out in the spring. But I'm not going to panic too much, because as long as they're all ready to go by summer workouts, and from what our medical projections are, most of all of them, but maybe Dan Pettinato, should be ready by June.
Can you talk real quick about Griffey and what he did last year in terms of getting better, and now what you're doing?
Well, I mean, the obvious thing for freshmen is just getting bigger and stronger in the weight room, having a year under their belts for that, and then now having a better understanding of schemes. Most freshmen aren't ready either physically or mentally, and so all the guys like Trey, the redshirt, got a year of being in the weight room, plus half a year or so to study what we're doing. He's going to make mistakes, but Trey's a talented guy, and it's important to him. So I would expect he's going to compete for, getting that too deep.
Is there pressure on him to do well because of today?
I think, I never really thought about that, but I think he probably grows up with it. Anytime you have a father that's has achieved as much as Trey's dad has, I think any kid in that situation is going to feel some athletic pressure to have success. But Trey and his family, you wouldn't even know it, by being around him at all. I think they've done a great job of raising him, and he's done a great job of handling everything. So he's just like the rest of the guys.
It was difficult, you're sitting out, you want to be out there with your teammates, but, it's a year to learn. I got to stay behind, Terrence Miller, Dan Buckner, all of them. So it's, learning experience.
Yes.
It's just, everybody needs to show what they need to do. It's not really official what the depth chart is. Every day you got to go out there, do your best.
It's good. It was good to be back out here playing real football. I had a lot of fun today. I'm very happy with how practice went, and it's good to be out here. I'm happy.
I know you're competing out there, but how much do you feel like this is your team right now?
Not at all. Every day is a competition, and I don't want it to be my team. I don't want it to be handed to me now. I want to work for it, and I earn it, and so no, I don't go in that mindset at that at all.